There once was a woman called Lorraine who died of a brain tumour. Over the next few months, she came and went. But after I had my first real experience of hearing spirit, Lorraine told me, set out and do what you can do and enjoy. So I opened the computer and Mystic John was born. And now, with Paranormal added, I bring you Mystic John Paranormal. Thank you very much, guys. I really I'm just totally overwhelmed. Yeah, I so wanted to do this in the middle, but I had to do that. Hello, everybody. Hello, Zoe. Wow, what a start. That was one start. I was dreading doing that one. But I had to do it. Because, I simply had to do that one. I want to just partake in a little bit of fun now. Because we did actually ask Barry whether he thought this was a good idea. And we asked him about whether we would reach 500. And we seem to have got a bit of a message for you. Ow! Barry, we're on 500, Barry. Wow. What do you think, Barry? That's great, John. Oh, wow, Barry. Thank you very much. Ow! Barry, we're on 500, Barry. Wow. What do you think, Barry? That's great, John. Oh, wow, Barry. Thank you very much. Well, I hope you enjoyed that one because I enjoyed making it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to John S's Sports Channel's other side, which is Mystic John Paranormal. We are live. We were going to go for a 500 and somebody spoiled it. Somebody spoiled it by being the 500th person. Welcome in whoever it is who's subscribed in the last 5-10 minutes. Thank you very much. You are indeed the 500th person. I may be able to find out later, but I have to do it on the computer and I can't do it on the phone. It doesn't let me. Thank you very much. Welcome to a new era. We've just been down the road actually, because we now have what we believe to be our shirt, cap, hoodie manufacturer just local to where we are. And in the process of doing it, we've knocked about eight UK, about $10 off each item. So it really is a great one. And they do the hosting of the actual shop as well. So yeah, we are going to be a busy bunny. We've really got this panned out just a little bit. Thank you, Sierra. I hope you enjoyed that. I was practicing that word, all that wording. I'm thinking, I'm not going to get through this. I'm not going to. Right, you better bloody help me through this because I absolutely don't know. Zoe, my daughter Zoe, keeps coming on. She keeps disappearing without having any. Without having a reading. So if Zoe wants a reading, it's my daughter, so she's allowed one. Because she always comes on for 5 minutes and disappears. So yeah, we can squeeze her in. I'm actually drinking blackcurrant juice and water because I'm just like, dear. I looked at this and I thought, if I'm speaking for the next 4 hours, waiting for one person to come in, I'm going to be absolutely parched. And then I sat down and saw that getting everything ready, thinking, okay, we can do this. Let's make sure we get everything sorted out before we get in. And lo and behold, did we? I looked at it and thought, oh, you have to be joking. 500. I wanted to play you that clip of Barry saying thank you and how good he was, how happy he was about doing this. And he's laughing his head off in the corner. It was, I did that. I recorded it. And Barry, I said, I hope you're good with this. And Barry turned around and I just started bursting into laughter. And he like, Barry's just like saying, I hope you're happy with that one. He's like laughing his head off now. Ah, dear, it really is. And tears of laughter. And he's sort of laughing his head off, saying, you do realise it's gonna go up and down. I said, absolutely, Barry. And I said this on a couple of the today on a couple of comments. I said, look, I know Barry said it's going to go up and down. It's not going to go straight above and stay there. And I know that absolutely. You don't go, but you don't wait until this long to get above 500 and end up always staying above it. I hope we do, but yeah, it's been such an amazing time talking to you lot, and I'm trying to find some of the. I don't seem to be able to find any of them. I wanted to do as well a couple of those little. No, it won't let me. I'm trying to find the gifts. Oh well, no, I'll let you all do the gifts because I don't seem to be able to find them on here. But yeah, it's absolutely amazing, and I wouldn't have got here without the help of Caroline and Sierra and a couple of the other mods that don't seem to come in as often now. But yeah, all the mods that have helped me over the 12 months. Yeah, it was 12 months in December, so it's about 18 months now, isn't it? Cannot believe I made a second. Caroline, you're going to get me killed. Caroline is the 500th person. There we are. Caroline is the 500th. Well done. And my daughter Zoe, the Johnny Depp ZLS there. She, I wonder if we can. She'll kill me if she's not here. She's not here. I'm sure she's not here. But she sent me a WhatsApp, right? So here's a WhatsApp of my. Let's turn it up a little bit. Here's a WhatsApp of my granddaughter sitting right with her bum in front of my daughter's face, and this is what she does. Yes, my granddaughter leans forward and there's a nice juicy fart in her face. So, I couldn't resist that one. Sorry, Zoe. If you put it on the internet and send it around, you're going to tell you're going to get people copying it. So yeah, my dear little granddaughter leant forward, went, oh yeah, nice juicy one in her face, really good. I thought that was funny. That I was actually thinking of I was thinking about what do we do here, because we're going to do one or two cards. We will do one or two cards because people have been so nice in getting me here. I really can't not. We're not going to do it straight away. If Zoe comes in, she can have one. She's always in and out, and never actually stays long enough to have one, because she's always busy looking after the two grandkids and the husband, of course. So we will do in about an hour's time. We'll open it up. But one of the things that I was looking for, I was looking around at a discussion topic. Sierra, you have got a link. Sierra's got a link to join me. If Sierra wants to join me, she can actually join me. I have sent it you via email. So if you did want to join, you can do. If you don't, then you don't have to. I can always copy it and put it out there. There's only one person allowed on this on Streamlabs, so but I have found a way of doing it. So yeah, we I have checked it out and it did work. So I'm hoping I'm hoping it'll work. So if you do want to come on, you can do. You can celebrate with me. So one of the things that they were looking at, I was walking down the street today. Oh, I just want to say something about recording this bloody message we did at the beginning. And we started, didn't we, with there once was a woman called Lorraine. And he's saying it again. And Barry keeps interrupting me. And instead of saying there once was a woman called Lorraine, he keeps saying there once was an ugly duckling. Da, 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 da. Thank you, Barry. That's very nice of you, but I was trying to read the first bloody line. It does. You all know Barry well, but just as much as me, Sierra. Barry can be a bit. Yeah, he can. Shall we just say Barry could be a little bit funny at times? And today he seems to be well on. Yeah, well on. Yeah, you're on. You're on par. Yeah, you're on par. I'd agree with that. But I was walking down the street today. No, you can't make a song out of that. Don't you dare. He's threatening me. He's threatening me, guys. He's threatening me. He's in a playful mood today, which is good because I've been feeling a little down this last week, and it's been a little bit up and down. And like Sierra said, with the energies around us these last couple of weeks, well, 3 or 4 weeks really, have been a little bit topsy turvy. You've a lot of arguments, a lot of that I've seen with other people. I don't meet enough people to have arguments, but I've seen a lot of people getting argumentative, and a lot of frayed nerves, and a lot of light depression, I think, and trying to pick other people up while feeling the same yourself, and then coming here and Barry picks me up. So I'm thinking about this, and I thought we're going to do something about that, about the veil, and about how it's been sort of thinning out over the last few weeks. And then I met the woman down the road. Now the woman down the road, she was friends. I'm going to say she was friends with Lorraine. She is friends with Lorraine. She speaks to her regular. She sees and hears spirits. So. She said, I wouldn't want to get rid of her because she's my best friend. Anyway, I can't. She keeps popping in. And some of the things that came from those, like she says, look, John, don't you get you're like a bit annoyed when people keep coming up with, when is this going to happen? So she'll tell someone. She doesn't do things like this. If she gets a message, she'll give it to them. She says when she gives it, quite often she'll get people say, well, when's it going to happen? What date is it going to happen? What month? What time is it going to happen? She said, we can't get dates and times. It's impossible. And we had a little discussion about time and space and all this lot. Now, I think it comes back to something that Michael said the other day. I think it was within the last 7 days, Michael said something like, it's really good. Like all of this, like time and space theory, for instance, it's great. It's something that we can understand in our own heads, and we can put out, and we can tell people how we believe it. But as soon as you just try and tell it, like now, you get tongue-tied and think, well, how on earth do I tell this group of people in the chat about time and space, and how spirits don't have time and space over there? They go to the other side. They don't know what time and space it is down here. And Michael was quite right. I want to tell you that spirits do not have time and space. Just like he said there, Michael. Yeah, it was him. I know it was. Thank you, Michael. And it's all about the energy that's around us, and I've always thought that it's all about energy. We look at spirits, don't we? We say, oh yeah, we can get an EMF meter and we can measure the electrical magnetic energy in the air. Perhaps they'll be able to turn it on and off, and occasionally we get some really interesting things that can't be debunked. because I always try and debunk it. And I've never been one for planets and things like that. But when we speak to Sierra, when we listen to her, I mean, she's on in there now. Yeah, Barry just had new moon in Leo yesterday. Yeah, I can imagine him being good with that. Mercury in, oh my God, at its finest. Lol. Yeah. All this about the planets and you are joking, Pom. Oh yeah, just gone to 5:01. So yeah, we've sort of gone a bit haywire, and I can imagine that although the spirits don't have time and space over there, the thing that they do have is this energy, and they can try and move things. They try and move things around. You've got a different channel as well. Everybody's got a different channel here. You're trying to, and Shemaker, of course, before that. So we're sort of stuck with this idea that spirits are quite magnetic, electrical. They can give off magnetic and electrical energy. And then you think about things like we look at planets. Now, planets move in mysterious ways, held by the pull of whatever the central sun is in their sun is in their solar system, and this could each planet has a certain amount of magnetic attraction as well. So, the magnetics is part of the solar system. So why shouldn't it make a difference? As Sierra keeps putting in, and it makes a really interesting thing. But the crux of what we wanted to start it off at least with was the fact that spirits just can't give you a great open ended bang. 23rd of March 2026 at 3:15. You'll put a bet on and you'll win the lottery. It just doesn't happen. There's two things in that, because that's probably the one thing that everybody wants, right? Everybody, well, yeah, most people want. I'd love to have it myself, And my dad actually told me from the other side I was going to win it, and he was wrong. So there we are. But joking aside, which only a partial joke there, if for one start they're not allowed to there are certain things they're not allowed to give you anyway, and one of those is anything that could change your life on here away from what you're supposed to be learning while you're here. So a lot of the things that you're asking for are obviously brilliant things, like winning the lottery. And of course, when it comes down to spirits, and like I said, we will do tarot cards in about an hour, so about half an hour left, and they're probably wanting to tell you, if it's your loved one on the other side, they're absolutely probably wanting to, most likely wanting to tell you, look, you might win the lottery in 6 months' time. There's a couple of decisions for you to make, and you've got to make the right one. Looks like you will, but I can't tell you. Why? Because if you are going to win it, you need to win it your own way, and you need to you need to make those decisions on the way to putting those numbers on the right day and the right time and for the right draw. You might, if I tell you you're going to win it, or I tell you you're going to have an accident in a car, then you're going to try and make that go a different direction. And can you see the difference here? We're talking about good things like the lottery. Well, obviously, it may irreparably change your future. That means that they can't tell you because it's not it's not the reason why you're living, and besides, if we tell you, you could very well go and make the wrong decision, or it might be the reason for you living. It might be that you're going to do great things with this and give it to the needy and the homeless. Great, that's what you're here to do, to help spread the love and the cash. Yeah, it's all a design, absolutely, Michael. It's all a design, and they're trying to make sure that, well, if that is your design and you are supposed to win that, we don't want to stop you by telling you you're going to win it, because you'll change how you go about things. So unfortunately, there are things they just cannot tell you, and there are also things that like showing themselves. They're not supposed to show themselves because they're not supposed to be telling you we exist in great big lights all over the house. So occasionally they'll do what they're a little bit grey area. They'll appear in the corner, and you'll see that drift of black light across the side. 501, guys. So great idea, but they can't tell you. They can try and break the rules a little bit by that dark image going, and it's always in your mind's eye, isn't it? It's always either over there, but never in front of you. And that's the point trying to make with this, not being able to tell you things in general. Because, like Michael said there, it's all part of your design. We are here for a designated duty to go a certain way, to do a certain path. There's always something that you don't know that is quite amazingly apt for what's happened. My mum was in hospital for about 2 years with severe dementia and severe Alzheimer's, tied to a chair. If they let her go, she'd be violent. So very little they could do. And it wasn't until I was up there feeding her one day. We'd gone all the way up from Portsmouth, about 350 mile, and we walked in, and this young lady said, I know your mum when she was working in the market. And this girl had actually worked. I think she'd worked with her, or she'd seen her in the marketplace, and she knew her really well. She used to talk to her, and she always had a good word to say. Quite surprising from her mum, really. But always had a good word, and it really hit this woman, this young girl, really hard, because it was somebody she was looking after who she really knew. So the paths actually crossed. And it was what she was supposed to be there to. She had to stay out a little bit longer, just enough to make it to these people who were, I assume, were there to help people. And one of her duties in life is to help as many people like that as possible. Why? Because that's her way. That's what she's supposed to be here on Earth to do. And that's where my mum her path crossed at the right time. All have a spiritual path we're being led towards. Free will to either accept it or not. Absolutely. This is one of the things, Sierra. I did that. I take it you're not coming in, Sierra. That's why when I did that video on how not to do a tarot card reading, and she was a total fake, not shuffling proper, all the different things that I put in there, absolutely correct. One of the things is he came away and says, I've got a life path number 9. I'm thinking, you're on a life path number 9. There is no life path, as in you can't you can't specifically go, I'm on path number 1, 2, 3, 4. Everyone has a slightly different one. There is no way of pathing it into groups of 1 to 10. We have a path. We're supposed to learn a certain thing, and if it lasts a little bit too long, then we just need a little bit long to make sure exactly, Super Dougie, like Ozzy. Ozzy, I think, was hung on quite a long. He should have passed away long before now, but poor old Ozzy Osbourne somehow seemed to just get worse and worse, but always hang on. And it's almost like he was supposed to just do one more thing, just he just had to stay a little bit longer. And I think he did one last song, didn't he, for the group, and then went. And you think, this guy had something to do, and you can't help but think he was supposed to be back with that group for one last song, wasn't he? And he did. But then you come to the time thing, and you think, hang on, how about the time? Because I get lots of people say, oh, when am I going to meet my next true love? And Barry gives me a nice golden heart right in the middle. You think, perfect. And, yeah, but when is it? And you think, and Sierra knows the answer that I give to this. Barry works on about a 4-week period. Barry can sort of estimate when it's going to be in 4-week chunks. We've got to remember, when he goes back to the other side, there is no time and space. He doesn't have a time, because magnetics can bend time. That's a proven fact by American scientists. Enough magnetic energy, if you move it, the time bands seem to get split around it. So it's one of the things they don't have is time over there, and that means that it's very, very difficult when they come here. They don't know how long they've been away. They don't know how long they've been here. You're asking them to look into the future, time-wise, and they haven't got time. They don't sense time. They're trying to sense time at the point that we tell them, and think, oh, that next bit is about, I don't know, two time lots away. So Barry works in time lots, about 4 weeks. So every 3 cards is 4 weeks. But like I was saying to the lady down the road, the problem is, I know Barry works in 4-week chunks, but your guides, and she has a couple, your guides will be different. Your guides might work in 3-week chunks, 5-week chunks, might work in 4 weeks, a month. We don't know unless we really start to work with them. And this is where I think, if you're a card reader, and I'm going to go to Super Dougie's comments in a minute. We'll just go through the comments in a sec. That's where you get to it, and you start to think, well, I wonder if what we should do is, if we're starting, I wonder if some of you should really initially think about writing everything down, and especially the key moments in that reading that you've just done for somebody as a trial, and then ask them to come back and say, well, hang on a minute, that first row was 9 cards long. The next 3 happened, and it happened at such and such a point in time, really. And then try and work out how far your guide is actually putting it. So is your guide putting it in 3-week chunks, 4-week chunks, 5-week chunks? Barry, obviously 4 weeks for every 3 cards, and I read it 3 cards at a time. So I think it's a really good idea, with knowing that spirits don't have time. Try not to ask what the spirits will see as a daft question. But you ask the spirits a question of how long is it going to be, and they turn around and say, how many times have I told you this, John? We haven't got time. We don't know time. Yeah, we've got time. Yeah, they haven't got time, as in they don't know it. They don't know how long it is. So it gets very difficult. Please tap the emojis. Yes, Sierra. All have a spirit path. Absolutely. Now that's an important point, what Sierra says there. We're led towards it. Free will to either accept it or say, no, I'd rather go on the different one. But actually, Aussie, with bad story about Aussie. There's another one that's gone as well. There's another one recently that's gone. So they all seem to be going recently. Oh, I'm sure Michael's not shy, really. Doing something right now. Will pop in shortly. Oh, you're okay. Absolutely. super duggies in the room. It was so cool. He had gone home to England, to their home to pass. Very nice for them. Yeah, I don't know how it happened. I know that he'd been singing. I know he'd returned with the group, and he'd done one last song, and then he sort of that was it, one last song, and that seemed to be what he was here for. Just to come and do one last bloody song. But he got to do what he wanted to do, and that's the main thing, isn't it? The bloke, he'd been getting poorly for a while, and it just seemed to go down and downhill. But yeah, it was sad when it happened, but not too bad. I think he got to do what he wanted to do, which is the main thing. You're too selfish to date anyone. I know the feeling. Yeah, I mean, Lorraine always wanted me to go and date someone. As she got to the last few months of her life, it was like, you really do need to go and meet someone, because you can't. I am going. You are going to have to do something. You're not going to stay in the house. I won't let you. Ozzy wanted to spend quality time with his family and do one last hurrah. Yeah, I know. And that was it. Sierra, that was it. It was one last hurrah, one last song with all his mates. And I can't believe he managed to do it. I really can't. Good on him. It must have took so much energy, because he was weak. So much energy to get up, go, do it. And then realise, something, I think we're about to drop it. We need to come back and just relax and enjoy our last moments. And he did. Millie's in. Welcome, Millie. A quick hello, and a like. Johnny, happy John, happy Friday all. Thank you very much, Millie. We are on 501. I can't believe it. Barry did tell me we'd be going up and down. Do be careful. So we managed to do it straight away. Look, I'm gonna replay Barry's response in a minute. Just let me get down to the bottom of here. Try to piece together, write things down as it unfolds. Yes, absolutely. Take a picture of the cards on the wherever you've put them down, in threes. Take a picture of them, photograph of them, and then follow it through. Piece it together how people say it happened, how it unfolds, how it happened. Match it with the cards. So it won't always match. We have free will. We might not do it. But the bits that do match up with the cards, and then look at the time scale that it happened in. Like Sierra said there, and work out exactly how far your guide is doing it. One set. I do all my card readings are in batches of 3. Most of them are. Some of them do them in singles. Some of them do them in sixes as well. But whichever way you do them, work it out how far in advance each single set or each single card is for your guide, and it's great, because then when somebody comes up and says, How far is that? When can I expect my next boyfriend exactly? And you're thinking, well, I can't tell you exactly because they don't have time. But what we can do is I know my guide works in X weeks per 3, and that was on the 3rd set of cards. So I'm estimating it's around, Never tell them it's going to be dead in second week in January. If I can do it within one set of 3 cards, I can probably hit about, give or take, 4 weeks. But that's all I can do. Hello, Millie, indeed. He had been sick, he'd been really sick, and it'd been up and down. It'd been getting better and worse, and do you know that as soon as Ozzy passed away, I don't know if anybody knows those Freddo 10p Freddo bars. Apparently, the 10p Freddo bar is now deceased. Yeah, a very, very sad moment the 10p Freddo bar is indeed a thing of the past. There we are. So things change, don't they? The Freddo the frog has gone. Time is often also not relevant to important life-altering questions in particular ways when it comes to effects in effects in design. Yeah, they're somewhere along they're somewhere along this path, and it sort of like fluctuates by your decisions, and it comes down to self-will, Michael. Yeah, I can do this, but it most likely will happen. It's just that it may not happen exactly when you're thinking it's going to happen. So if anybody else is in here that hasn't liked and subscribed, then please do like and subscribe. We will be we're let's see what we can do. We're on 6 thumbs up at the minute. Surely we can get to a little bit more than that. And let's see if we can get to 10. And it's always nice to get up on that. Super Dougie, Ozzy's last lesson for his life were his sobriety. He was always living to give to other people. I don't know whether you saw the Ozzy Osbourne meets what was it? It was like they got a spiritualist to show him all these clips about UFOs and ghosts, didn't they? And they said, "Oh yeah, we've got this." We've got all these videos. They sat him. You know what I'm going to do now. They sat him in front of. They sat. Oh dear. Oh good. Let's put that down there for now. They sat him in front of a television screen, and they said to everybody, yeah, you've got. Somebody tried phoning me. Bugger off. You're. Yeah, they tried. They went through it. It's like, did you believe that clip? Did you not believe that clip? So yeah, it was really interesting. I'm just reading a couple of. I'm going to have to post it on here, Tina Tina Sierra. So this is what for those of you who missed it, this is what we did when one of the 2 things that we did when we started. So listen to this. We did ask Barry what he thought of reaching 500. Ow! Barry, we're on 500, Barry. Wow. What do you think, Barry? That's great, John. Oh, wow, Barry. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that. That was Barry saying he was laughing his head all the way through recording that. Afterwards, I was laughing my head off. Yeah, I won't say where he said. He was laughing his head off, like, yeah, you're not really going to play that, are you? And that's when he said you're going up and down. And you do realise. So, yeah, we did have good fun with that one, I must admit. So, anybody wants to join our happy men? We are actually on 501 now. We are on 501. So we are actually going up. Hopefully we don't go. Look, if we go, I'm happy to have got above it. I'm just happy to have got above it. Let's see if I can get the. I don't know if I can get the live stream settings from me. I might be able to, might not. Oop, not that one. That's an odd one. Now I was looking for the. Oh, I know where I can do it. If I pull up, I can't do it on there. I was going to get you the link to join in because I think Sierra can't find it. Only I can't quite find the settings tab at the minute. Let's see. tell you what, I'm gonna have to go to the one I sent to the sent one. Where's my sent item? Sent. If we go sent. Dink. There we go. That's that one. So let me. Oh, blimey. Let me just try. I'll let you all chat while I try and. I've got to open up my my live stream now in YouTube. It won't let me do it anywhere else. The only problem with doing it in out of StreamYard. StreamYard's really easy, but when we get to this one, it's not as easy as you think. So that's just going to commit to that one. So I'm just going to put this https:// join.streamlabs.com / make sure I spell it right this time as well. J Dink 87 WX BZK. There's always big things, these, aren't they? 62 YG EG LW N. There we are. Woof, blimey. So that's the link, Sierra, if you want to click it and join in at some point. Now I can go back to Streamlabs. So yeah, had a terrible nightmare last night, but let it go this morning. Yeah. Not every dream is from spirit world. Do remember, a lot of it is just the subconscious saying, look, you know, you've been pushing it, and you know, your subconscious is adding 2 and 2 and making 5. Love button smashed. Absolutely, smash the love button. Smash the love button. Where's my love button? Don't you start laughing. Where's my love button? I've got just as good a love button. I can't get. Come on, words. No, I haven't. You know, I always say that. You know, people that doesn't have one, which is really weird. So my mobile phone doesn't have one, which. I was hoping it would do, but if everybody wants to help us, then what we do is we go to the bottom right hand corner. I'm just going to switch accounts. Go to the bottom right hand corner, and then where you see the little heart symbol. But if everybody wants to help us, then you go to the heart symbol, and you. And you up the heart and you start clicking the heart. I actually can't even find it on that one either now, which is really annoying. But yeah, there usually is a heart symbol in the bottom corner. Mine has gone, so hopefully you lot can find it, because I can't. And yeah, click the heart button for me. I've lost it. So yeah, do please like, share, subscribe, especially subscribe. Let's see what we can do with our subscriptions. Let's see if Mystic John can. Let's see how high Mystic John can go. 501 at the minute, so we're sort of well in command. You know, we've done 381 videos. 381 in about 18 months. So that's absolutely phenomenal. Thank you everybody for watching them. Sorry to you about that, Michael. Yeah, I know. Just stick in there and and stay with it. I'm gonna see my Sherman. Oh, Tina, I'm gonna see my Sherman next week. Might do a live from there to show my session. Ooh, if they'll let you. They might not let you, but yeah, why not? It's always nice to share the love and share what you're doing in life. I think always. My 12-year-old boy brains. Oh dear. But you don't look like a boy anymore. At least Tina, it looks like a girl. So that's what really got me this week. Like, I was gonna go through other things, and then I thought, it's actually a little bit more important than that, isn't it? It's everybody that comes along and says, yeah, but you did this and you did this and it's but you told me that we were going to meet my life's or get my life's long desired job, and I didn't get it. Well, you will get it. It's down in the cards, but we can't tell you it's going to be next month or next week. Barry might be able to tell you it's within the next 4 weeks chunk, but you can't actually. God, it's hot. It gets that bloody hot here. I'm surprised I put that on, to be honest. Oh! Hang on. We do have. We do have my collab cam. Oh no! No, I've lost her. Huh? No, I think I've just lost her. What happened there?
No, I don't want to do that.
Yay, there we are.
Oh, stop videos. Here you go.
We've
But
got
I can't
it.
see the people now.
We have a good picture of a fan.
My God.
Sierra, what are you doing?
My daughter did that.
Bad daughter. Oh God, it's hot here, and I'm talking about fans. Oh dear. Yeah, we also have fans. That is the fan, FAN, by the way.
I don't care.
Oh, it's a cat. It's like, I wonder what the hell that noise was then. I thought, is that? I thought that was a daughter screaming.
It's Luna.
It's nice. The daughter screaming. Ah! The hand on my throat! No! See, that's not a cat. That's a daughter.
Oh, what a stop!
I think somebody's getting killed. Watch the weather. There's extremely hot coming for. Yeah, I know. It's bloody hot here. It's. I mean, what time are we on? We're on 7:30. Let's get. I'm gonna get you the temperature right. Just stay there. I'm gonna get you the temperature. It must be bloody hot in here. Oh God! It's 25 degrees. So that's 56. That's 80 degrees Fahrenheit. At 7:30. So yeah, very hot, wet, sticky, sweaty. I can say sweaty, can't I? Being a bloke, you don't sweat as females, do you? You what they call it? I had the word then and I've forgotten it. Epivesse, is it or something? I don't know. It's still sweating. I've got long shorts on, yeah. It's too hot for long trousers. There's no way on God's earth you're putting long trousers on in this. I mean, it's 80 degrees at 7:30 at night. Can we imagine? Blimey, it does sound bad, doesn't it? Over there? Can we imagine? Sheesh, they are saying heat dome here. It's really, really hot here, and it's been wet. It's been wet for the last week, and it does look like it's the scorching temperatures are returning to England over the next week, which coincides with my holiday next week. So I'm going on holiday. The daughter has absolutely everything to. She's the one that's going to be working here, so she's got to stay here and do all the work. So there's the hearts. Look, you see, if you can give me some hearts in the bottom corner, 100% sign. Give me some 100%. There we are. Some celebration. Yeah, give me some celebration. You can laugh at me if you want, but you know, let's I'd rather be amazed, you know. So do that, and we can. She's gone. But yeah, that's the Perspire. Perspire, darling. Oh God, there's a fly coming. Perspire, darling. Perspire. Shine. That's the word. That's the word. You shine. Women shine. Men sweat. Women shine. Or glow. Glow or shine, isn't it? And like, how can you say they glow? They glow because of the sweat coming from. That's not glow. That's stink. But yeah, I think yeah, it's been an interesting week. I've been trying to get together what we would do, and I've been reading this. And the first 3 times I read this, what I started with, as soon as I went there once was a woman called Lorraine, which is how I started it for those that weren't here. Barry started saying there once was an ugly duckling. You weren't calling Lorraine an ugly duckling, were you? She's on your side. Yeah, she's over there with you. She'll clobber you one. Oh God, he's on one again. Yeah, shine. We shine. Glow, darling. Shine, darling. You know. Oh, you're shining today. Oh shit! I better go. We've got we haven't got the. That was ahead. Who's just come back? Who's just been on the? We saw you. You can't hide. Yeah, come back. Wait, come back with the cat. Thief. Sierra, there's a thief in your house nicking the cat. Quick. Oh God, we've got 4 paws. Welcome in, Firefly. Hope you've had a nice time. We're just going mad because we tried to get to 500, but everybody seemed to have the same idea, and I've had two people have created accounts and come on. We're on 501. So we have beaten it. My daughter up to her shenanigans. Hello, daughter. Dear. So we hello there. You're quiet because I think somebody's got the mute on. Ah, dear. Once was an ugly duckling. Where's Catface? I don't know. All we saw was the first. It was like 2 paws, wasn't it, Michael? I think she was swinging it around the house, wasn't she, by the back paw? Whee! Hello there, pussy! Woof! So yeah, we do. I mean, if anybody does want a quick reading, we can open it to a reading. I think one of my esteemed. Oh God, we've got a tail wagging now. She's trying to be funny. She's wagging the pussycat's tail on the camera. Do we really want to see a butt? Oh, hello, darling. So yeah, if it, oh, there's that fan again. Oh, jeez. So yeah, so if anybody does want one, if one of my other mods wants to grab the Marry an Ugly Woman, I'm just Tina. I'm just hoping that Barry wasn't on about me marrying Lorraine, because like if he's talking about Lorraine being ugly, then unfortunately she's deceased, so she's on the other side with him. You know, I hope he's got some good armor, because she'll mince him. Cat swish, yeah. Let's play cat swish. Yeah, Firefly's right. Grab hold of the tail and go wish. You're on mute, by the way. You do realise you're on mute. I can't hear a thing. Yeah, you're on mute. I thought these kids were really good on technical things. The song went off, and then you came back on it, and yeah, you're silent now. Anyway, yeah, he's messing with you. Yeah, I think yeah, definitely. So, I'm open to anything. What do people want to do? Do you want me to do some cards today? We can do some cards. We don't usually do them on Friday, but hell, we can do that. What time are we on? We've been about an hour, so hey, we can do it. We're on 501. Where's Barry? He's just been laughing his head off in the background. Yeah, because I mentioned the fact that he kept before the live stream. I did a quick set of words as to what I was going to say when we first came on. And if anybody missed it, it went, there once was a woman called Lorraine who died of a brain tumour. Over the next few months, she came and went. But after I had my first real experience of hearing spirit, Lorraine told me to set out and do what I can do and enjoy. So I opened a computer and Mystic John was born. Boom. It would be a bit louder. With paranormal added, I bring you Mystic John Paranormal. Now, as soon as I said the first words, there once was a woman called Lorraine, Barry immediately said, there once was an ugly duckling. So that's where that started, because Barry started to laugh. But, you know, the wife's on the other side as well, you know, and he's on the other side. Yeah, if he's calling her ugly, then hey, better man than me, Gunga Din, because she's on your side. So yeah, it's yeah, an interesting one, that one. So oh crikey. So yeah, it's been spiritual encounters. Wow, yeah. I mean, mine was I think the most the one about the car was probably the most interesting one, because that was that's one of those encounters where it's one of those bounces. I mean, Worldwide's got a good thought on this one. Is it a time slip? So are they living this out again and again as they would in real life? You know, do they think we're ghosts in front of them? The ones where we can't actually ask them questions, and they won't. We don't get real answers from the spirit. They're just sat there, sort of walking across the parapet or whatever. Doesn't matter what you do, they always do the same thing each week or each day. It was one of those because the car had come across the haunted Stocksbridge bypass, and it was within a foot of the back bumper of my car. And I literally went round this S-bend, and I remember looking back, and my head was going like this. And the wife just looked at me from the seat and said, "What's up? What's wrong?" I says, "The car, yeah, the one." She says, "Yeah, the one that's right behind us, arse. Yeah, it's not there." And she, "Where's it gone?" I thought, "It's just disappeared. It's just disappeared, literally from like that far behind my bumper, gone." I actually worked not far from there, and I went round the court, went back to work the next day, and I came back, and we were astonished to see I was astonished to see because I was only in the car. The side of the road had 4-foot high barriers on it to stop any cars coming off it, so it couldn't have gone anywhere. It literally could not have gone anywhere because. And not unless it went over the barriers. Well, it was too close to me to go over the barrier. So, the car just disappeared. The other thing that about the very first one I saw, so me and Lorraine were laying in bed. Lorraine had gone to sleep, and I'm just laying there thinking, you can't get to sleep. And we knew the house was haunted because at 1 o'clock in the morning, we always used to get a creak on the floor. One particular step would creak, and then something would walk up the step to the attic and start moving things around the attic and go away, walk down, move. 1:30 every night, and I'm just laying there thinking, and then all of a sudden this woman floated in through the door. I mean through it, and her feet were about that far, about a foot below the floor. So she was sort of floating just below floor height, which is really, really creepy. And I sort of looked at her and asked her. She wouldn't say anything. She just looked at me in bed like this, as if she was looking at a ghost, and just looked at me and went, and then floated through the side wall. Which would be to outside. Now we're on a really steep hill, and it was in Hillsborough in Sheffield, so it's got a lot of history to it, Sheffield. So it could be, and these houses were I think these houses were about 1902. So they were really, really old houses, just catching the end of the Victorian era, because they had 13-foot high ceilings. They were huge ceilings, and you can imagine the age of everything around there was really old, really Victorian age. And who knows what was on that hill before then? And it sort of brings back the thought of what are they seeing? Are they seeing us as spirits, or do they know do they know that they're on the other side? Are they coming to see? What do they see? If in a derelict house, do they see a derelict house, or do they see it as it was when they were there? Because otherwise, why would they go to a bloody derelict house in the middle of nowhere and an old dress? Yeah, I know, an old dress on. From that, I'd say it was sort of late Victorian dress. So it's about the same time this was built. So, probably a little bit earlier than when this was, probably about 20, 30 years before this was built, so late 1800s. A very sort of, gowny type thing. Certainly not what, early 1900s, no. She was definitely wearing something earlier than that. And it was really odd because you're looking, you're thinking that's but she's just a little bit further up, further down. I wonder if Barry has a bit of crush on Lorraine. You know something, Tina? Isn't that true? People I don't know whether it's the same in the US, but certainly in England, if people start to pick on, if a boy starts picking on a girl, you can almost expect it to be that he fancies her, can't you? It always used to be, oh God, somebody's picking on her. He doesn't fancy her by any chance, does he? And I think we had something on here of a youngsterish person, and they were asking a question about somebody. Oh, they're always picking on me and bullying me. I think, yeah, okay. He either is just a big bully or he actually fancies you. Lorraine will get him. she's an angel. She really was an angel. She is now. But she's from the north of England. A spade's a spade, a bucket's a bucket, and a fist in your gob is a fist in your gob. And she would hit him. Dear. Barry's laughing about it. You must know what she's like, Barry. You really must. Worldwide did a bit of different spiritual questions. Did a live about different spiritual questions. Oh, that's interesting. Might have to go and have a watch at that. See, Worldwide wants to try and do a little bit of a different thing in his lives, and he's trying to bring in the sort of things like that, a little bit more of a paranormal spiritual thing into it, rather than just doing just documentaries. It looks like he might split the channel, so he might split it documentaries and paranormal. I personally kept it together, but I kept it together because I've already got 2 channels and I can't really do 3. So, but it does make sense, because if some people come onto Worldwide's channel like they do here, I mean, especially here, people come on here looking for a nice chat about paranormal, and that's what we're doing. But then they see the fact that we do tarot cards and they think, oh God, he's not one of those idiots that does tarot cards, is he? And they don't bother subscribing. So I understand why he would do it separately. Absolutely. How they see themselves is how they project to others. Yeah. And that's where I always thought, Michael, is that my original thought was always, it's what they're projecting towards us. It's like when I say how old, you can't tell how old spirits are, because if I decease at 75 and I think, I had a really good time when I was with Lorraine at about sort of what we would say 35, 45. Let's appear to people, let's project myself as a 35, 45-year-old. And that's what I would do. I will most likely come back as a 35, 45-year-old, because that was a good time, especially 35 to 40, yeah, probably about then. So I'd come back looking like that. But that's how I'm projecting to people. It's not how I am, because I didn't decease then, did I? Because I'm still alive now at 60. But you can see how projecting is how it's. I always see that as being bang. They show us in a way that they're most happy with themselves. A friend kept telling me about someone being around her house. She thought the house was built on a Native American burial site. Ooh, that's not a good idea. Then the person kept getting in her bed. I'd said no. Then start. I hope that's a load of rubbish, Tina, because it starts getting frightening. I tell you what, somebody got in contact with Beardo Gets Scared, and I saw this. It was a few weeks ago, and they asked him on live whether he could look at it, and he said, "Well, look, send me the details, and we'll look into it." And he sent him the details, and then Beardo says, "I think there's more to it." Sent it to one of his friends, and in the end, they found that all these things that were happening and frightening them about spirits being in the house, they got a boiler leak. they got a boiler leak. It was carbon monoxide. So going and asking about having somebody hunt for ghosts in their house eventually saved their life, because it wasn't ghosts, it was carbon monoxide. So that's one of the things I would say, if people are thinking about that, definitely have it looked into, if only to make sure that if it is something dangerous, you can write off the dangerous things straight away before they do you in. Because that one was bloody lucky, because I saw him commenting on the live stream, and I said, it's all very well, but Beardo doesn't do house calls. So he looked at the mental side of things, and the mental must have been okay. I said, well, I can't work it. It must be something else. I'll get one of the teams to go and visit you. And the team went contacted him and realised that it was a faulty gas boiler. Yeah, my goofy daughter. Yeah, we saw your goofy daughter. It is an oh my god moment in that one, Sierra. What? That's what they used to say in school. Goofy daughter. Well, they're not far wrong. Husband's leg. Then my friend saw her. Husband's leg. A woman with a man's haircut in a dress. That was my mother. It's her nightgown. Oh God. You're supposed to paint a pretty picture of her, Tina. I mean, that's like... No, you can't... No, you've got to be nice to them. Be nice to the deceased. They'll come back and haunt you instead. Like, oh, Mum, no, go away. When we were younger... You see, that's it, when we were younger. And the point is, if she enjoyed life then she comes through as she did back then. She's a Leo, right, Joe? She was a Leo. Yeah, definitely full-blown Leo. Absolutely a Leo. Very much so as well. Very strong. Very. She could be opinionated. She tried keeping it to herself most of the time. Most of the time she succeeded. But like I say, if Barry started saying that, she'd be like confronting him. At the end she didn't. At the end I think the brain tumour sort of got her a lot mellowed out. And she'd just stand there while certain people annoyed her and just let it water off a duck's back. We'll forget it. Is 5D some type of otherworldly realm that's spiritual talk? 5D, that's old English money. 5D is 5 pence. It's worth about 2p nowadays, but yeah, 5D is English money. Why? What are you talking about 5D for? Yeah, so that's mine. It's I think nothing like Tina's at all. I'm trying to think of any others. There've been a few. I think that the strangest has to be I told you all too many times, but the one about Barry proving that they exist when I challenged him and said you can't exist, you can't, you really can't, and the circumstances, that whole aspect, that's just coincidental, coincidence, and never really, it never really. Like the string of coincidences that come out was like, no, that's just ridiculous. Michael, that's awesome. Hang on, Michael. When my best friend came to me, he had a punk rock mohawk. Oh dear. And a band shirt. How they see themselves being a part of them. Yeah, how they want to be seen. Exactly. And spot on, you know, it is. That's how they want to be seen. Then that's how they're going to be seen, you know. Obviously, some people might look and think, well, that's not him. No, that's not him as I remember it. But you know, you would know what they really want, what he really liked. And you know that that's the sort of thing he would have done. So yeah, absolutely, and it most likely is exactly how he was when he went. Is probably how he sort of saw himself. He showed me that there are things, the other side, the other side stuff. Yeah, It's strange, isn't it, how they do it, Michael? Because I got some woman, and it was way before Lorraine was ill. In fact, right beginning when we first met, tens of years ago, and she says, "Look, it's not as good over here as you think. There are rules." And the sort of thing that they were coming across and telling us was, just vague ideas like not supposed to show yourself and not really supposed to knock in return. The vague things that everybody, all these paranormal people, seem to just forget and try and get ghosts to do, when we're thinking, they're not supposed to return that. You do realise, and you think, yeah, but they do tell us, Michael, don't they? They do tell us a little gist of how it works, and you get different people get a little side hint of what's happening and what's going on, and the different types of things that go on, and what they can do and what they can't do, and it's interesting because if you can come up with if you can write down what they've told you, and then I write down what I've been told. Hopefully, we could get a full page of maybes and could be's from the other side, because we don't know what the rules are, not really, unless they tell us. My mother was not prissy by any stretch. Oh, yeah. I hope she sees that as a kind comment, Tina, because you've got to go to bed tonight. Remember, if Tina comes on Sunday evening and says she's been haunted for the last 3 days by a mum, this is why. Be nice to Spirit. He made his younger brother itch so that he could not scratch for a while, maybe a few hours in this instance. Oh dear. It's usually something. They usually do something, Michael, that means, they'll recognise this because we used to do something similar, and usually it's like, we would have done. That's just the sort of bloody trick he would have done. Itching powder, for instance. If you're making people itch, would they have used itching powder on that brother? Because that's the sort of thing that they do. Itching powder from the other side, otherwhelmingly itching powder. What do you reckon, Barry? You have itching powder over there? So I'm sure we can conjure some up. No, I'm not giving you ideas. No, you can bloody forget that one. She was a July or August Leo. August Leo she was. August. Growing up there was an older man. I'll go Sierra here. They called him Mr. Whitey. Kids used to say that his house was haunted. We used to run through his yard. We'd we'd be running like a bat out of hell, trying not to get caught. Yeah, friends used to say he had ghosts. It was scary. Yeah, well, the stories are the scary thing, isn't it? Come and try and catch us. House would make noises. You know, it depends what spirits he's got trying to protect him, doesn't it? You know, they will try and make it as scary as possible if you're trying to frighten somebody they loved. So tough luck, innit? We had one like that, a little gennel, as we call it, a little gap between houses, but you sort of went under. There was like a small gap in the houses on the ground floor, but the top floor was joined, so you'd go under like a little tunnel between the house. The original people used to have a sweet shop just round the corner, in the back garden, but it was closed. But everybody used to use it as a runway between our street and the next street, so you could go down there, hop over the fence at the end of the garden, through the next garden and out through the other side. And of course you're sort of constantly shouting at the shouting obscenities at the old guy and the old guy and the old woman in the house. But I didn't do that, Mum. Honest, I didn't do it much. That was her mouth. Oh, Welch is in. Welcome, Welch. We are on. I can keep looking. We're on 501. Can we make 502 subscribers? How many have we got in here? We've got 10 people. Come on, everybody. Let's see if we can get to 502. Can we make 502 tonight? Would be quite handy, wouldn't it? Michael, just as time is strange there, I'm sure that there are different subjects to understand there that don't exist here. Exactly. I mean, we have physics, don't we? But our physics knowledge is only a certain. It's not perfect, is it? Let's face it, by any stretch of the means. So we could not piece it together until we get there, in a sense. It's not theory; it's probably true. You know, our sense of science and reality, physics, is a fixed known, isn't it? It's here. It's like when we say, you know, we don't know where. I mean, if we travel into the beyond up there, where does space end? Well, it can't end, but it must end. There must be an end to it. I mean, it's got to end, right? You know, so our knowledge of physics just doesn't seem to be quite. There are gaps in it, and yeah, we're not gonna. We go to the side. We'll probably. Oh, I know. That's why we always thought that. You know. Tina, be nice. She's your mum. She's your mum. She's different now. Yeah, she's floating on the other side, and she's probably thinking, "I'm gonna get Tina when she goes to bed tonight." Barry's singing a song for Tina. Don't go into the woods today, of a big surprise. Oh, for every bear that ever there was is gathered there for certain, because today's the day that Tina gets her pig sneaked. Oh, so there we are. He even added Tina's name to it. So beware, Tina. Mummy's coming to get you. I'm being nice and truthful. She kind of made fun of dainty women, and yet a little jealous. Well, you know, yeah, I can understand that. Ever seen the movie with Don Knotts, the Ghost of Mr. Chicken? Anyway, no idea. you know, this is where this is worldwide. Well, this is worldwide's territory, isn't it? Worldwide, if it was here, we'd be saying, okay, worldwide, the ghost of Mr. Chicken. Oh dear. Houses in my neighbourhood were all Victorian houses. I think ours were like 1940s where we lived. His house sat on a corner right before the park. He used to call the cops on us. Oh dear. Yeah, exactly, Michael. Michael, your brain is gorgeous. Ooh, hey, have we set something off here between Tina? Hang on, you know each other anyway. You can't say that. You two know each other. Thank you, Tina. I was told it's empty. I like your icon, Michael. I think it's really snazzy. That I like that one. Really, Tina, but maybe she's changed. Maybe she's beating up all those nice people who had nice bodies on the other side, slapping the spirits on. Next time, that body's mine. Ah, dear. Seems like my grandmother is around again. Not at the minute. Barry says he's got free reign at the minute. Oh, Barry, you don't mean that she bullies you out of the way. Trying to imagine her as dainty is hilarious. So yeah, Michael Vale is quite thin now. This will be happening. Yes, you keep saying, and you're free. Look, what Sierra's been saying has been freakily correct, hasn't it? Just to the point where everything was nice and calm. Everything's nice and calm. And Sierra comes out of the woodwork and says, the planets are causing hell. Everything's going to turn upside down. What do we get? We get everything turning upside down. Thank you, Sierra. That was very nice of you. Truth Waves here. Ah, hello there. Did you enjoy my deep voice? I was trying to imitate Victor there with my nice deep voice, sounding really, really calm. But unfortunately, I can't quite do it in the same manner as Victor, because he's just got I think he's got way over the edge on me. So anybody in who wants to like and subscribe, then please do, because we are 501. We've broken the 500. We are 501. Anybody out there, please do give us a subscribe. How many people we got? We've got 11 people in now, so people are just sat there listening and watching. Probably all of you have actually subscribed, but if anybody hasn't, yeah, come in, join the conversation. Give us your scary stories. Yeah, we're on something like scary stories. So if anybody's got one, scary story that is, then please do jot it down in the box. Tina, Don Knotts, he's wickedly funny. Don't know Don Knotts. Michael and I, you met here. I thought you'd met before. Yeah, we right at the beginning. I remember Tina coming on, and I remember Michael coming on, and it was almost like they were husbands. It was almost like they'd known each other forever. It's like the banter that they got together was like just really good. So Michael, there we told him to go to Victor's live stream 9 o'clock the other day. And I believe he did, because he made a comment, Michael, about thanking us for sending him to Truth Wave Energy live stream. So thank you, Truth Wave, for Victor, for providing such an important and informative live stream for Michael. He apparently enjoyed that one. See, that's what we do here. look, we're all different people. Some people like certain stream types, and other people like other certain types. And as a community, a lot of us are like right in the middle, trying to push people out in different directions. And yeah, we do like to promote other channels. We've got Worldwide Ghosts. He's usually on. He's a good one to go for. If you want a good documentary, especially. He's branching out into this sort of remit. He's branching out into the paranormal and the paranormal chat. So, yeah, look out for Worldwide Ghosts' new channel. He is bringing one out. Don't know when he's doing it, but he will be bringing it out quite soon. So, Worldwide Ghosts is bringing out a paranormal channel. So he's going to split his. So he's going to have paranormal on one channel. He's going to have documentaries, ghostly documentaries on the other. And yeah, we're going to have a nice, similar to this one, but split. Sarah, don't do TV. I'm on it and it's weirds me out. I don't do TV. I can't. This Lorraine could always watch. Lorraine watches TV and she watch repeats. I can't watch repeats, and she always knew I couldn't never watch repeats. Yeah, somebody go out there and you 6 months later you've got the same film on, and Lorraine would be watching it, and I thought, what are you watching that for? And she, well, you know, I enjoyed it last time. I'll watch it again. And I thought, well, but you've seen it. You know the ending. You know the middle. You know. But she was always like that, and no, I could never watch TV too much. A, all the news is so grim, isn't it? And then B, you've got that fly's going to get annoying, isn't it? And B, you've got yeah, I've seen it before. I know what's going to happen. Even in the news, you know what's going to happen. 9. Can we get to 12? Can we? I haven't got any more thumbs up to give, I don't think. No, I think I've done all mine. So if we can get to 12, that would be good. Press the little hearts and things in the bottom. Yeah, we're celebrating, so lots of little popper ones like that, please. Laura. Oh, here we go. Oh, Victor, I hit 1,000 today. Wow. Laura, how did you do? Actually, have you got a website? Have you got a channel then, Lakeside Law? If you have, then do you want to put your link in the comment in the in the comments? If you want to put your link in the comments, Laura, then please do. I'm on Streamlabs today, so I can't. It makes it a little bit more difficult to go back and forward. But if Victor, if you want to put yours in, then by all means put your at Vic. Is it what at one Victor? I can't remember. One Truth Wave. Is it something like that? So if you want to put that in, you can do, or a link to your channel. Congratulations. It's a congratulations day today, isn't it? We're all in. Yeah, I really thought that I thought this would be a little bit difficult. I thought we were going to go up to 500 and back down to 499. Like, because Barry said it might go up and down. But although it was cheating, look, you two people who cheated, thank you. I'm not sure creating another account is really the way of doing it, but you know, yeah, well done. Sierra, please everyone to be respectful towards John and Barry, mods, everyone else, or you get timed out. Yeah, it's no exceptions. No, I did one for oh god, the flowers one. I've forgotten her name now, and I was modding for her, and we were getting rid of so many. And as a mod, it is absolutely, it's really hard when things start coming at you at a certain pace. You've got to respect mods because it's really a difficult thing to do properly, because sometimes it gets a little bit too. It's like once I was getting in the last one I was giving I was banning people for certain things and then timing other people out for milder things. And I timed somebody out for saying something. There were a lot of people saying, "Oh, I love you," and I think you're gorgeous, and she got a bit annoyed with it. So I started to time them out for a day or two, and no short time for me. And then we got someone in who one of the mods must have known, and the first thing they said when they came in was, I love you. That's it. Bang, timed out. And this other mod said, "Oh, Mystic John's being a bit quick today, isn't it? A bit harsh." I think, no, I'm not being harsh. We're getting sick of the number of people coming in and saying it. You know, I don't care if they're a friend of yours or not. They don't do it. But the thing is, like, different people. Yeah, you've got to be able to do it the same to everybody. Like she says, no exceptions. Because and it makes it really hard, because sometimes you're going to get the wrong person, or sometimes you're going to get someone who didn't mean it the way that you think it's meant. So it's got to be a blanket thing, and Sierra knows me. Yeah, it's a blanket thing among everybody. So anybody steps out of line now, because I've always been too soft, and I think Victor's. We've mentioned it with Victor on before. And most of you lot on before. I always gave people another chance and another chance and another chance, and by the time you've given like 4 or 5 chances, there were certain people in the comments saying, "John, you've really got to be a little bit more strict with them. Yeah, they're just feeding off you and being trolls." And then when you look back and think about it, they aren't they? And It goes back to that woman that came on here 6 times, asking the same damn question about the same bloke. She was, I'm sure she was trolling him. I'm sure she was she must have been. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she was going over to his house, and which was hundreds of miles away in Canada, and rifling through his bin to see who he'd been writing to. You know, that sort of person. You're thinking, no. Now, people like that shouldn't need locking up. Never mind anything else. It's crazily difficult being a mod. You know, she was. I think she was one of the first people to make me a mod and actually have to work for it. Actually, have to do it. And I was like, oh my god, that's difficult. It really is. Subscribed, John. That's how I found you. Thank you. Yeah, I think everybody on here is subscribed, really. In fact, some of them are subscribed twice. So, yeah. I'm subscribed twice to this one, by the way. We're on 501. It would be nice just to get a little bit of a safety gap and get to 502. So if anybody knows somebody, give a bit of a share out. Yeah, see if anybody wants to come on and give us a quick like and a subscribe. Oh, Tina's back. Was kicked off the phone. It was difficult. Michael, it's difficult to decipher because trolls weaponize kindness. Yeah, and that's the thing. I always try and see the best in people, Michael, and it was certain people on here saying, "John, that's not kindness. It's not. It's trollness." And I think you were just about. Yeah, you came in on it right at the end, Michael. I think. Very much. Trolling me and. The hardest one, the nastiest one, that one that the bloke who came on as a transvestite female, and and decided that he'd proposed to me on a private messaging on StreamYard. Oh my God! Please, no, I'm not anti-gay. Absolutely not. I've known some really, really great friends like that, but both sexes. But that was frightening. That was very, very pushy. So we're going to go for 502. I mean, I started this thinking we're going to get to 500, then 499, 500. But yeah, 10 minutes before I was getting a nice video together. I was getting a nice speech at the beginning to start it off nice and cool. If anybody wants to go in and re-listen to the first 2 minutes, do, because I practiced that for about 10-15 minutes beforehand, and it's quite it leaves a lump in your throat if you listen to it. It was absolutely from the heart. I mean, yeah, like I said, I started that one. There once was a woman called Lorraine, of course, talking about my wife who passed away, and Barry, I just can't get over the fact that Barry kept singing, "There once was an ugly duckling," and like Victor, I was like, I'll let her deal with you. I'll let her deal with you. Oh, absolutely. So, that's just me. I mean, we start. I mean, we start on one subject and we sort of go round different ones, and we try and make everybody have a bit of fun and lighten up a little bit. Really, it's life's too short, and life's too. It's too short to be anything else but authentic. The only thing I will say, I hope you enjoyed Barry speaking through the white noise. Just don't believe it, please. If I get people spreading that among, oh look, John found a spirit. He spoke to him on the gun. It was me. Barry did laugh at me while I was recording it. So I was recording that, pretending to be Barry in the middle. And I turned to Barry and I said, look, because I could roughly sense where he was. I said, you don't mind me using your name, do you? And pretending it's you. And he burst out into laughter. Like, I had tears of laughter coming down my face. Like, okay, Barry's okay with it. He thinks it's funny. That's brilliant. We'll carry on. So yeah, Michael, Barry absolutely says, oh yeah, you can use that one fine. You can go ahead. And that's when he says, look, do remember, it's going to go up and down. It usually does. So yeah. And I can't remember, 381 videos I've done. 381. And we've been on, it was a year in December, wasn't it? Because we did I did my 1 year video. Yeah, thank you for being here for a year. And yeah, they will spout things they can weaponize. Yeah, anything at all. It's the thing that it's what you said before, Michael, about it being, they sound really nice and kind and considerate, and then you sort of look at it and think, yeah, everybody else is right and I'm wrong. But that's what this channel's about. It's about everybody helping each other. And was it you, Michael? With that last one, was it Michael and was it Michael and Caroline? I think it was. Both of you said troll at the same time. I mean, you didn't even. There was no gap between it. You were both put bang troll. Over. Oh God, am I falling for this nice person trick again? And the answer was yes. So we have got the cards. Look, we'll do a little bit of cards, and then we'll leave it at about another 25 minutes probably. We'll be on 2 hours. Then we'll leave it at that. And Michael, it's called gaslighting. I won't put up with it. And it will be called that. And I won't put up with it. And it and call it out publicly. Yeah, and absolutely. If you want, it might. I don't know if it was Caroline or Tina. It was two of you, wasn't it? It was Michael, Tina, and Caroline. It was two of you two, you three, and you just like flicked it straight away, boom. And I thought, right, okay, we're gonna have to do something, and it was just so. Oh dear. You can be too nice. The other thing is you have to have a thick skin. I never realised that being a YouTuber, you really have to have a thick skin, because you're going to get people calling your names. You're going to get people saying that everything you do is false and rubbish and satanic and devil worshipping. I've had that as well. And you can't get upset by it, can you? It's like, yeah, I'll just leave it. My football channel. I had somebody today, literally minutes before I came on here. I saw a comment on my predictions video, and I said, look, they haven't. This football team hadn't lost too many players to the championship, and I thought they'd lose some more. And oh, you don't know what you're on about. You should give it up. They've only got three of the old last season's team left. I think he was exaggerating. It's not three, but you know, it's the fact that that's what they said, and you think, you know, you can't. You've got to be thick-skinned and a bit sort of like, yeah, that's 1 out of 52 million people in the UK. I couldn't give a shit. Next, and I think people like Worldwide are good at this because they've been here, seen it, done it. Unfortunately, got hit by the same moronic television company that tried hacking me. But let's actually just mention that before we do this, because this is interesting. The ones that don't know it, right? I did a debunking video on on celebrity help my, and then the words house is haunted, and I gave it about 5 minutes just to see, because in that 5 minutes, if I put it on hold, it gets, they will find out, they will get a notification that they are in somebody's title. So I gave them 5 minutes, nothing happened, so I made it public. Within about a minute and a half, my computer started getting hacked. So I'd done it so that they couldn't give me a copyright strike. I didn't use video. I used still pictures and called them out for faking. But because they couldn't give me a strike on copyright, the little swines had started to try and hack into my computer. Fortunately, I don't just have double authentication. I have double security. So they got past the first level of double security, and my second level of double security gave me an email saying the first level's just fallen. You need to do something quick, and I stopped them. But even today, my YouTube channel has a security issue. I can't get round an issue that they've created in my security. There's a little bit of a glitch in it, and I can get round it by going through Google, but I can't go direct through YouTube. So that particular company tried breaking me by hacking into my computer, and it wasn't till I mentioned that to Worldwide, and he says, oh my god, he says, they're the ones that gave him 3 strikes overnight and brought his channel down and took him out of being a YouTuber. So he had a big channel, and that same company took him out overnight with 3 strikes. Well, they couldn't give me any strikes. I'd not used their video, and yeah, everybody, they tried faking something, quite obviously faking it. And I called them out for it, and they decided to just give it a quick let's try and break him by hacking into his computer. Absolutely 100%. BK Had to take care of Bug. Oh God, Luna was trying to end it. Oh dear. Sierra's got cat problems. I knew it was a troll. I went to toxic places to watch how they operate. Yeah, it was he, she, it was a bit. Barry says jammy, but I mean, what he's trying to put forward is that you know how jam can get sticky, and yeah, it means sticky, but he's showing a pot of jam. This person was just a bit too, sticky, horrible, icky. Yeah, I get what you mean, Barry. A jar of jam might be like, yeah, jammy means something else, you know that. But yeah, it was really odd. Do world predictions. No, I don't get many. One of the things that I did get told about, it would have been about, must have been 3 years ago. It must have been 2 years ago, 1 year? Yeah, 2 years ago. I was told that the World War III was going to start. And then I asked later on, about a month later, said, is it still on? And they turned round to me, Firefly, and said, actually, we're working on it. Maybe not. And then later they said, we've done it. It's now not a full-out nuclear war. It's a tactical war. It's all very much tactical. And it's not going to happen for another year, i.e. last year. And they were saying there was going to be a tactical war last year where everybody started to get really quite into the tactical idea of war rather than sort of all-out nuclear. And one of the things that was rather scary was when they said it was about to start. They actually said it was about to start one night, right? So I'm asleep. And somebody came up and said, look, you've been asking the question. The black dark clouds in the distance. So they showed me an image of a town. Down the street you could see the dark clouds rolling in. And they said, it started tonight. And I woke up, no kidding. I went straight to the news to see what was on the news. And the news was on fire because Putin he'd lowered the level at which he could use nuclear arms that night. Now, I'm not watching news that night. I'm asleep. So, how did I get something that was basically telling me something's happened that night in Russia, thousands of miles away, by this bloke called Putin, and he said something that's drawn down the likelihood of this black cloud coming in. So yeah, I do get them, not very often. Thankfully, I know that the spirit world do try and change it. If it's life threatening, they do try and change it. For instance, I did see last year I saw flowers outside Buckingham Palace last year. So someone should have popped the clogs last year. And as I got that message and told a few people on here, about 2 months later, the King Charles was noted as to have puffy hands, and apparently he did get diagnosed with cancer, didn't he? So I do wish him all the best. I don't wish anybody to have that at all. Obviously, after the wife had it, so we do get it. I don't think we really have enough to be able to roll it out as a big thing. Wherever I get one, I do put it on. Gumming up the gears, Barry. He's all right. Barry's fine. There's nothing wrong with Barry, are you? Made a pass at you, John. Same one. Yeah. The same one made a pass at me. Absolutely. Yeah. And the thing is, on StreamYard, obviously it's different on StreamYard, because on StreamYard you can 502. Thank you very much, whoever it is. You can go into the comments section in StreamYard, and you lot can actually give me personal messages without anyone else seeing it. And they'd realise, or he, it, she, whatever, had realised and made a pass at me on the private email, on the private messaging in StreamYard. So StreamYard is good. We can get people connected better, but and do panels, but it's so bloody awkward when you get people like that who realise how to use it badly. But yeah, Sierra, yes, it was. He made a pass at me. He asked me out in the personal comments section. You know how energy is not set in stone and can be thrown off, manipulated, or changed. Exactly. Follows chaos theory, but also law of equilibrium. Yeah, remember the law of equilibrium is important, because energy, we can't lose. Whatever we do, energy cannot be created or destroyed in this universe. Yeah, in our world, we can't create or destroy it. We can move it. For instance, Barry could come here and draw energy from around this world, and then take it to the other universe. Right? Take it into the other realm. We've lost energy, so but it's not gone. It's just been moved, haven't you, Barry? Yeah, you buggered off with it. Yeah. You buggers off. Yeah, I will say it like that. You want? You buggered off with it into the other realm. So yeah, the thought of this equilibrium. Yeah, people can. You can exactly what Firefly is saying is right. Everything's it's not set in stone, because things can change. We can change things. Someone else can change things. But then if they put their energy in to change that, then there's less energy somewhere else. In a way, it goes with the thought of, if I do something positive, then there must be something negative happen somewhere else. There has to be, because I've pushed all that energy to make that happen. Then something else that hasn't happened somewhere else, or something bad happened somewhere else. So yeah, chaos can ensue, because we didn't want that to happen. We wanted that to happen, or we stopped that to happen. That's great. We've stopped it, but now something else has happened, coincidentally. My situation is a prime example. It bloody is, isn't it? I mean, trust you to say that, Firefly. Trust you. In fact, Firefly, what's your question? We'll ask Firefly a question. Spirit knows intuitively. Ooh, passes it into John. Yeah. Barry calls it the tree, doesn't he? Barry always calls it the tree. You're at the bottom of the tree, and he's sort of like going up, and then he sees the 6 branches coming up. Those first branches on a tree, they're your next 6 points of call. Which one will you go down? And I suppose you're right. You can call it intuition. Barry's sort of going up there. Okay. Intuitively, where would Sierra go? I think Sierra would choose that option, but she's also the sort of person who might choose that. She'll not choose that branch. So trying to work out which branch you go on, and like I say, you get up there, you go and choose the other branch, and you go, bloody hell, Sierra, why'd you do that? and that's the idea. Yeah, party indeed, Firefly. Feel like someone in RF will pass soon. Yes. I had last year, and I'm going to say, Sierra, that it's going to... Yeah, I'm going to say it's this year. I'm getting a tingle from Barry. It has to be this year. I was told last year, I'm getting a tingle when I say it from Barry. It has to be this year. But I've definitely got flowers outside Buckingham Palace. And it's weird because I said that just before the likes of it was Prince. Was he a prince at the time? No, I think it might have been. No, he was Prince at the time. Prince Charles at the time came out with big rubbery fingers and ended up being in hospital with cancer. So I actually think you're right. I think that someone will pass in the royal family. Like I say, I wouldn't actually wish it on anybody. RF, royal family. 5:02, we are indeed. Barry, come on, join the dance. We did play our little. Did anybody like that? The little you know. Barry, give me an answer. Who thought that was a good one? I thought that was good, and Barry loved it. He was laughing his head off when I was doing it. Shamika's in. Hello there, Shamika. Look, you're the last but one person. 3 months ago, this happened. Thank you, Shamika. You're one of the 502. Thank you very much. I can only do that to certain ones. Streamlabs only finds out certain ones. So Shamika is in the house. Oh, Barry said Shamika is in the house. In the house. He's playing drums. He's playing drums for Shamika. It's like the war drums. Nice and calming. It's calm war drums. This is like nice calming music for Shamika. It's like almost like we're trying to calm the war down. Like let's not get into this war, Shamika. Calm it down. Listen to the war drums, and just allow yourself to feel the energy instead. Yeah, I think good old Wills is going to be. I hope not. I really don't want Harry back over here. You can keep Harry. We don't like him. He can bugger off over there. He was telling everybody that he hates England and hates the royal family, so he can bugger off over there. I mean, he's not even a royal anymore. They won't allow him to call himself the. He's not allowed to be called Prince Harry. He's not a prince. And he went on to when I was in America, he went on to an American chat show, and he walked off because the presenter wouldn't call him Prince Harry. He isn't Prince Harry. He's not Prince. He's not allowed to call himself a prince. It was taken off of him because of all the things he said about the king and his brother. So he's no longer a king. He's no longer a prince, and he can't become king. So, tough shit. Stay in America. Because he ain't coming back here. He's not wanted. Oh dear. Everybody saying hello. Michael, see if you can get him on an old ghost machine like Tesla's machine. Oh, the original stuff. I mean, like, yeah, the original Tesla. Back in God knows what, he came up with a way of doing electricity. I've said it before. He came up with a way of making electric for free, and he was an extremely intelligent person. And it was supposed to be worked on how to teleport and all sorts of things. So, yeah, when the American government don't like somebody because he's getting too good, they get rid of him. And apparently, allegedly, that's sort of getting him out the way was one of their key targets. Yeah, drums for Shamika. Shamanic drum music is soothing. Now that's just, that's the sort of thing it is, Firefly. It's very much the sort of like soothing drum tone. That's exactly what he was doing. What Barry was giving me. It was like it almost sounds like war music, but it isn't. It's a really soothing, constant drum beat. So yeah, really good. It was actually quite a nice drum beat. Poor Diana, his mum. Hang on, we'll get this one. His mum isn't happy with him. I was actually told 12 months before that Diana was gonna pop her clogs, and where, and it was in a car. So I was told quite a lot by the spirit world on that one, and I was doing the cards, my 12-month cards. You all know I do a 12-month card reading for £40, and I was doing a card reading for the wife. They're not quite supposed to do it, but we did. And her passing away went from the top all the way through these cards. As every time I read it, down another row, down another row, and I remember being somewhere on holiday, and somebody came and said, "Diana's deceased," and how it was, and I said, I told you it was in the card, told you it was imminent." And Lorraine says, do the cards, see if it's in it, because it's been in every single one for the last 12 months. And I did all the cards, and I says, it's gone. Then the message saying that she was going to pass has gone. So absolutely all the way through, and at the end of the day, it was like, I can't believe it. It has actually happened, and that's what they were telling me. That was the Hair Bear answer I received. A mechanism to communicate. Oh, the Hair Bear bunch. It's a Hair Bear bunch. Whoa! Yeah, the Hair Bear bunch was brilliant. Did you look up the Hair Bear bunch? I was like, oh, such a... Just an amazing program, really was. Yeah, absolutely. It's Barry has this. I mean, you lot in there know by now. Barry has this amazing way of just throwing out the most bloody stupid song, and Victor's about there. Thank you, Victor, for joining us. We have managed it, 502. Thank you for joining. Thank you for bringing all your a fair few of your brigade over here. It was helpful in reaching 500. Thank you a lot, and hopefully we can work together again, and perhaps even do a quick live together, because that's what this is all about. It's about everybody helping each other. So everybody say thank you and goodbye to Truthwave as he goes on. And we've had such a great time here. I want to have a quick look at the stats for this, to make sure that we're all okay. So we've had a good time. I've enjoyed it. I was hoping to do one or two. I did ask Firefly if she wanted to have a quick tarot card, but she seems to have departed. So if anybody wants a card, we can do it. We can do it when we BNQ it. Ooh, how does the Aries who I dated view me? Ooh, an Aries? You dated an Aries? You can't date Aries. Yeah, we can have a look, Firefly. I have silly question for Barry if he would like. Absolutely, if you want a silly question for Barry, you can give me a silly question for Barry. So we've got Firefly's going to ask a question of the cards. Tina's going to ask a question for Barry. Do you believe there was a white car and then suddenly disappeared? A French detective was investigating it. Was MI6 involved? This was the royal family, by the way. The royal family initiated this, in particular the Queen Mum. It was actually started by the Queen Mum. The Queen Mum didn't like her, and she saw the fact that she was going to marry a Muslim. So a Christian, a Church of England person marrying a Muslim, in her books wasn't good. That's how it all started. So unfortunately, she should have realised when she was did such a daft thing and went off, nearly marrying a Muslim, Al Fayed's son, wasn't it? Not a good idea. Prairie Winds is in. Hello, Prairie. You know, she'd been busy all day, and this is the person I was telling you about. You're trying to. You've got to remember, like, we don't get many trolls, and I've done a couple, 2 or 3 for Prairie, and I tell you what, my God, when you get to those sort of numbers of trolls coming in, it's a case of like, hold on to your hat, and you have to literally make the decision within like a second, and you've just made several of the decisions as well, and you're thinking, I've got to stay the same, just like you were all saying up ahead before. You've got to try and make sure the decision you make is the same one, consistent all the way through. And you occasionally get someone's friend, and they say, "Oh, that was a bit harsh," and like, but you've got to be consistent, because like like I said, Prairie Winds had to like go and do her, carry on with her live stream, and she literally looked at the light. Oh, right, I'm not looking at chat, and like she saw it explode, and like and we're like, there were just me and Galactica like. Delete, like fucking hell. But you can imagine when we start getting a rest further down, it's those points where you start making errors, because you go, oh no. I saw one say to Prairie, "I love you," and I'd like, look, we've had so many of these. I'm just timing them out because this is ridiculous. She must have had about 30 or 40 people in about half an hour say, "I love you, Prairie." They're like, right, blocked for half an hour. Helen suddenly came up to her, what you blocked them for? They were just saying they liked her. Yeah, but her and the 1,000 before. So like, just be nice to the mods. People seem to think like, oh, it's nice and quiet here. They don't do anything, because like they don't. We rarely get anybody to block, but when it gets heated, really they come into their own. These people like Sierra and Tina and Caroline. It's a really difficult job, so do give them a second thought before you start firing at them, because it's not an easy job. Now that I've tried it for Prairie, it's like, oh, it's not quite as easy as you think. Why? Because I'm Pisces. Yeah, Firefly, exactly. You know, a Pisces and a that's odd. So you got the fish sign, and fish sign with an Aries. Opposites attract, I suppose. My poor mods, I'm sure you appreciate my thing. I tell you what, I didn't appreciate it, Prairie. I really didn't appreciate it. I must admit, I didn't appreciate it until you gave me the spanner, and I me and Galactica were just like hell for leather, and it were like, what the hell's what's happening? So I'm just gonna do a quick one for Firefly about the meeting, the latest person she met was an Aries. Wow. Then we're gonna go and ask Tina. Asked Barry, do you like Lucille Bogan's music? I don't know who she is. You're gonna have to look it up. So we're gonna get my Venus is your Venus V. Gotta remember there's a V in there. I don't think she's gay. Priest. So shall we give Firefly? You know Firefly. He says, "Hi Firefly." Barry says, Michael, is that Judas Priest? He says, I like Judas Priest. You like Judas Priest? Weirdo. I bet you're all not old enough to know Judas Priest, but never mind. We will rock you. Boom, 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 ba ba bum ba dum bum bum bum. He likes drums today. Dum 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 dum. Yeah, Shamika has to know about these drums. Dum 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 dum. Very rhythmic, very out there and boom boom boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, you do? Well done. So we've got. She met somebody. Barry says it was more of a meet and greet. We should ask what hair colour this person was. You can tell me afterwards. What's Barry's agenda for the weekend? He's helping me on my get ready for my holiday. He says this Burke will probably miss something out of his suitcase again. Mind you, he's probably right, but you know. Remind me to repeat what I said, what he did last time. Oh dear. So, Aries, is Aries the right person? He gave me a ram. You know, looks like we had golden horns. A ram with golden horns. That should be good, shouldn't it? Yes, exactly. Yeah, Sierra. That was very well worded. That's very technically well worded. Now the interesting thing, Firefly, you know, we have the Ten of Cups, which is you making home with this person. So we got a very good homely. Yeah, we got the very I know that's why I say he gave us the ram with the golden horns, and he's gave us a little house. Look there they are together, Mr. and Mrs. There's a cat. There's a cat there. I don't know what the cat's name is, but it's a ginger cat, I think. And then there's a baby in. Yeah, there's a baby in the basket. Yeah. So we do have a yes. Does it, I mean, I don't. Is he a? I've got a study. I've got a studying. Somebody studying. Somebody is studying something, working something out. I don't think it's a student. Well, I'd say, look, it's usually a student, but this is somebody studying something. Quite good at studying, quite good at working. But what Barry's showing me is the rat. He's showing me the rat, which is just there. Just be careful, like somebody in the background. Again, we got somebody in the. Firefly always has somebody in the background. Somebody in the background, a little bit sort of a rat. Just trying to rat things up. Trying a bit of a sort of. Oh yeah, he's like. Blah, blah, blah. Forget the rat. Forget what other people are saying. Because actually, we have everything starting with this person with Ace of Wands. Hey, I'm not even going to get. I don't know. Do we need to go further? Oh my word! Oh right, okay. We will go a bit further then, because we have the Ace of Cups next. So actually, apart from the rat. Everything else is quite good. In fact, all the rest is very good. Look, do see that the pair of you being able to sort of. It's almost like you're going to get things moving. It's like you're getting out the house there with the Seven of Wands, moving, going, doing something. Forget what's in the past. Forget what you've lost. Leave the two swords behind and go bugger off. Because hey, fireflies like that. Yeah. But you have a great judgment. The Seven of Pentacles is a person who can pick that money off the tree just at the right point. You know exactly what to do, when to do it, and just be careful of another glug glug. Just not. But they're not the same. They're not the same. They're more sort of saying, well, you do realise this person's blah 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 blah. You do realise the last person he went out with, he went and blah blah blah. Yeah, just ignore some of the things that they say. So we're going to ask. I'm going to ask about Lucille Bogan's music. That drums as well. I don't know. My poor montage. I know you do. It's a good job, I tell you, because some of them have a really tough time. I have Aries love energy in my chart. Ooh. My Venus is right, okay. Priest. Yeah, that's when I said about the Judas priest, isn't it? Firefly, same as my daughter. She's quite demanding. I thought you were going to say quite demonic. I thought she was going to say quite demonic. Barry says she's quite demonic. I'm sorry, but Barry's just called Sierra's daughter demonic. You are joking, aren't you? Yeah, am I? Am I? I hope you are. Hell bent for leather. Oh wow! Hey, that's getting a bit. That's getting a bit close, isn't it? Don't forget your. Yeah, I know. You see, the thing is, I packed to go to a hotel for 2 days, and I had a feeling the wife was with me, and I packed up. I put the suitcase together, checked everything, zipped it up, put it on the side down here, and all of a sudden the suitcase just fell off. And everything just went all over the floor. And I just, go on then, what have I forgotten? And I checked everything, put it in, and underpants, none. Coincidence? What do I tell you lot? What do I tell you lot? Coincidence does not occur. That should not have fallen off there, and it certainly shouldn't have undone because the zip was shut. All of a sudden the zip's open and all the clothes are on the floor, and Lorraine say, you've forgotten something, you've forgotten something. Well, what have I forgotten? Don't tell me, I don't know. Get there, open it up. Oh shit. So that's why Sierra's giving me a nice laughing face. She's laughing at me. Wait till I get down to where I said that her daughter's demonic. He's very sweet, high calming. Scorpio used to be like that until he went road with Glug Glug. Now, if another glug glug comes along, scupper me an Aries, I'm going to blow my toe. Not the same as glug glug. I'm saying this is very much someone who might say something on the side. Very much someone who would say something on the side. Not quite, just somebody who I wouldn't particularly be listening to. So, no, not the same as glug glug. Maybe he used to be a rat, but he's a different person with you. Yeah, maybe, maybe that is his history. There's a rat in there somewhere. Just be careful of the rat. Don't believe the rat. Don't listen to it. All the other cards are brilliant. And I don't think that trait, if it is his trait, I don't see it as being I don't see it as being a big one. So, yeah, I mean the trait, that is. The other I can't really say anything about, can I? So, yeah. Care Bear! Yay! Care Bear's managed it in. Yeah, we saw Care Bear earlier on. She was cheerfully away. Yay! I caught you to say hi. One of the twins threw up earlier. Oh no! Just another day. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, thank you, John. Oh, you're welcome, dear. It just wants to drop in one more song for you, Firefly, and you'll never guess what song it is. There's a rat in my kitchen, what am I gonna do? There's a rat in my kitchen, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat that rat. Oh God, Barry, what are you doing? You do realise that's why we've got 502 subscribers, because of you singing. It certainly ain't my singing. My rat charm came out lots last month. Yeah, it's one of those difficult ones, isn't it? Because like I got rat on that card, Care Bear in the arse. Often it's just as easy to jolly well ignore them and forget what they're saying. Oh dear. The real evil glug glug, please stand up. A piece of work. Ah dear. The other one put himself down for a nap. Oh dear. What is happening here, lol? We're on our 500 run to 500 subscribers. So we started off with we thought we were going to start with 499, but my dear lot here decided, let's get him up to 500. So before I even started, I ended up going to 500. So I had to do my little. I created a little fake white noise trick with Barry, and Barry sort of said how nice it was for me to get to 500 and welcome me to the 500 club, and and we've just been chatting away. We actually started with the fact that the other side doesn't have time or space, so it's very difficult. People come on here that let's have cards and let's say when is it going to happen? What month? What day? And well, no, Barry doesn't have time or space over there. He can't tell. I know by looking at the cards and working out how it's worked out for different people. He has a 4-week gap. So 3 cards are 4 weeks roughly, but it's like your guide will be totally different. Care Bear might be 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. You might read by card, and it's one card is so many days, so many weeks. Well, they don't have time, and that's where we started. And we obviously go completely different after that. Yeah, we're gonna be finishing soon, Sierra. So we're just gonna. I'm just waiting for. I'm just gonna get back to the other question. I don't know what the question was or who it was, so I'm going to have to just ask him anyway and just see what he thinks. So I don't even know who it is. So apparently, yeah, I'm sort of getting drum beats for some strange reason from him. But he says, yeah, there's lots of music. You'll be surprised how much music I know that John doesn't know. The drum beats especially. Very up on drum. He's also very up on brass, he says. Very up on brass. Only trouble is getting that brass noise to me. He doesn't know it doesn't do it very often. He tends to do it in sort of like swing and jazz. So he says it's difficult to get some of the music across. He says if I'm trying to think what he's saying intuitively, what he's saying, babbling along at the minute. It's all like say, look, there are things like that. The person you mentioned, who actually he can pull up straight away, and he can understand it and he can enjoy it. But he says, then it's getting it to me, and getting it to me is not as easy because my brain's not. I don't know who it is or what it is, so I'd probably listen to it and think, what the hell is that? And I'd have to hum it, you see, or beat it, or try and sort of try and give it some sort of. Hang on, I'm not quite sure where. 30s, that would be his time then, wouldn't it? It would be. He seems to concentrate on sort of. It might like that. What did it? Oh God, what's that one that he did for that other person who's not been on for a while? Chattanooga Choo Choo. So he chose Chattanooga Choo Choo once, and that's about the same era, isn't it? So it does seem to be choosing songs around that time. I'm sure Chattanooga Choo Choo is 30s, 40s, isn't it? It's really early. But yeah, he's definitely one of those. He's definitely saying yeah, but it's not quite as it's a little bit difficult because I'm thank you, Barry. I've got to get it past him, and if he's not listening, I can't. If he don't know it and he can't listen, I can't hear it. Then he says it's a bit difficult because then I'm sort of trying to get into the understand it, but it's on odd. It's trying to get it across to me can be a bit difficult. So yeah. So yeah, the answer is yes. Does quite a lot of swing and jazz. The old style swing and jazz clubs in South America, that sort of thing. Sierra Firefly, same as my daughter. She's quite demanding. Didn't he say demonic? How's the weather? Very, very hot. I think it was 25 degrees when I started this, and it was 7:30. It was 80 degrees here. 25 degrees Celsius, 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Hot, wet, sticky. It's a good job that it's nice. We've got the beach down the road, so I've been driving down to the beach or walking down, and just getting in that sea breeze, which is nice. It's something going on, lol, but that medicine we had to take, I had a little nausea wave again, but it's getting better than worse. Yeah, that's all we can hope for, isn't it? I can't. I always find heat does it for me. Like if you start getting things, I'm picking up word things I've not picked up on. We try and look at it and think, oh, how do we take medicines, but the heat tends to like just throw your body out. I think that's what I'm trying to say. You can take whatever you like, but then the heat just knocks you for six, and it doesn't matter what you've taken. It just seems to make no difference at all for me. Sometimes, especially when it's really hot. The other one put herself down for a nap. What's happening here? Lol. And then, so the other one puts herself down, and then the next one decides to puke up everywhere. That sounds good. Will Barry get Michael? Will Barry? I will give Barry a song. The good, the bad, and the ugly theme. Favorite. He likes that one. He does like that one. I know he likes that one. We've got you nailed on that one, haven't we, Barry? The good, the bad, and the ugly. Wow, wow. I can't do the rest of it. Is Barry American? Now, that's the strange thing. No, he's not supposed to. But I don't believe he is. No, he shouldn't be. But parts of our family went to America. They were on the first 5 ships to go to America. Our family was on one. So a group of Sea Kings went across there on the first 5 ships. So we were. The word Sea Kings comes from the word seeking the light. So we were very much the godly people over there, with creating the first churches and things. Absolutely. Care Bear. I just call it hot here. Yeah, it's hot and sticky here. The sun's going down, and it's still bloody hot. It's ridiculous. Listen to the sounds. Well, that's it, Mike. We were on about how to meditate before weeks ago, weren't we? I thought, like, you can try and do it by you can try and do your meditation and increase your sensitivity to spirit by looking at each single sense, and one of them is your ears. So you like block your eyesight out. Don't touch anything. So you haven't got your finger senses, and ignore every other sense: smell, taste, touch, sight, and then just listen to that particular bit of music or to the sound of a bird, and just concentrate on that particular sound. And then you go around the different senses and do different things. And it's a great way of clearing your mind and learning how to improve each sense so you can sense spirit. Oh, Care Bear, it's the humidity here. It's absolutely shocking. I've never... Shocking? Why are we speaking in a sort of Scouser accent? Shocking? Worldwide, hey! I know you're late to the party. We're on... I think I can. Yeah, I've just put it down. Actually, I think we're. I think we are still on. Let's have a look. Anybody on my channel? Can anybody tell me what we're on? Are we still on 502? I think we were. So I think we're on 502 view channel. Let it load up. Yeah, we're still on 502. We've gone past the 500. Welcome back. Craig is here. Hey, Craig. I was too. Is it still as sweaty and disgustingly hot and sticky in London than worldwide? Humidity is absolutely awful. It really is. I mean, we're in England. We don't have hot weather. We're not supposed to have hot weather. It's shit here usually. Oh dear. I'm sort of going down it, Care Bear. I'm still to like 30 seconds, at least a minute up, I think. I'm catching you up slowly. As long as people... it's going faster than I can read it. Oh dear. Yeah, we've had a good day. Yeah, in America, in New England, we landed where the first 5 ships landed from England. Yeah, I take it was New England where we went. I think it was, or what is now New England anyway. I had fun my life this. I had fun on my live this morning. I was only on it for a bit. Well, what happened in your live later on then? Because I didn't. It was all nice and calm when I was on there. It was being hotter again today. 29. Yeah, I know. 25 at 7:30 down here. 7:30. 25. In sticky Carolina. Oof, dear. Why is everything bloody sticky? They're like, it's just like everything seems to be getting either red hot or soaking with water, doesn't it? Like Texas got hit with all that flood, and I never heard anything of it after they announced all those deaths. Horrible thing. Prayers go out to the families of the ones that got swept away. Well, really, see, it's another one on tap here too. 502 hot, yes. Yeah, it's been horrible. It's been horrible on the south coast worldwide, as really has. Craig's had some really good ones. No, I missed the questions that Worldwide did. I'm hoping that he sets his new channel up soon, and we have more of it, because I'm hearing that Worldwide's last live was actually really good. So I'm looking forward to it. Everybody, Worldwide Ghosts, yeah, go and check Worldwide Ghosts TV out before he changes the name. And yeah, go for it. Worldwide Ghosts. Oh, he has changed it. Worldwide Ghosts TV. Go for it. 107. Oh, ouch. No, that's the sort of singe in your hair, isn't it? Well, you go out in the sun and you feel your hair sort of singe. And hang on, what can I smell? Oh, it's hair. Shit. Oh dear. Pull in the odd hat. Yeah, exactly. Pull out the odd hat. You got no chance. Chicago was like that. That was about 105. And we went out into the sun. The hat's coming on. That's it. I've had it. No chance. It's 23 degrees now. Feels quite cool. Christ. It's about that here, I think. It's cooled down a degree or two. Yeah, do see. It's always fun and quite interesting. Yeah, I think... yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's something that people have been saying on here worldwide. It's like saying it was actually really good fun. So yeah, we'll have to do it more. You'll have to do it more often, and perhaps give us a clue that that you're doing it a bit more in advance, like I did with this one. And we had fun talking about Gullah culture too, and boo hags here in the South. Lol. Oh God. Right. So yeah, hopefully everybody else obviously enjoyed Worldwide Ghost TV's live. I think we're gonna have to have more of it, and we're gonna have to all join in. So anybody, if you haven't joined Worldwide Ghosts TV, have a look at the icon, have a look at what the title, go and search it. Go and search it, and you'll find it absolutely brilliant. The bony ones, Care Bear. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I'll have to do more. Really want to keep original content together on a separate channel. Yeah, absolutely. I think, yeah, you were on about that. I've kept it the same because I've already got 2 channels. But yeah, it does make sense, because like I was saying to people earlier when you weren't on, the problem is if the people who come in on here thinking, oh, paranormal, I want to join the paranormal community, they come here and they think, oh, hang on a minute, he does tarot cards, that load of bullshit. Let's not. But they really are quite separate. You know, I do the tarot cards, or I do the paranormal, and sometimes the chat can be one or the other. You know, but we do push people away, and we don't want to, because each has its own little niche, each has its own little area. I just try and mix them together a little bit. Why have you just gone into the kitchen? Oh. Right. So yeah, that's what we do, and I think that's a good idea. I think it is a good idea. Make it in a separate one. Oh yeah, you found that Gauss meter. Yeah, thank you. I do have to do that tomorrow. I must buy some equipment tomorrow. I must buy some more. I've the local one, Solent Paranormal. They lent me a few bits of equipment, which you all saw earlier on last month. And I actually got some good results from it, especially the one that was stood up there once. And I think, we want to carry on with it, so we're going to start doing it. Buy some over the next couple of days, I think. Blimey, hang on. Help! Yeah, on a separate channel. Yeah, going out and about doing full spectrum videos around haunted spots. Yeah, it'd be good, won't it? And then putting it on here. I look forward to it, and we look forward to doing a collaboration when Worldwide when Craig's done his 2 operations, and we'll start getting a bit more collaborative videos of hopefully that the hotels that we're looking at. Yeah, we're all looking forward to Craig's new videos and the new channel. Of course, he's going to be on here advertising it, coming on the live. I'll make him, don't worry. I was making jokes about boohags, that skinwalkers are running wild boohag skin law. Oh no. Sweet, I love a good deal. Take pride in that too, lol. It's all about Worldwide at the minute, isn't it? I've got the music, art, comedy channel over on Lizard Lounge Radio. Yeah, know that one. Don't really want to juggle 3 channels, but might have to. That's why I didn't do paranormal separate for me Worldwide. I sort of thought it would be better, absolutely, but I decided 2 was enough, and that 3 might be a bit too much. Yeah, even better when you find something that you love. A great bargain. You know, he's been looking for these for ages, hasn't he? I think Craig's been sort of like trying to get one and think, ooh, where can I find one nice and cheap? And he just happens to find a couple nice and cheap. He's building his stuff up, and I need to follow him now and do the same myself. Yeah, I think separating it. It's one of them, tarot cards, like for us, tarot cards really works well on its own, and that's why Care Bear, I thought, well, I should separate it, but I've already got 2 channels, and if I had another one, I'm really pushing it to try and get content out for all 3, and I'm if we're not getting paid for it, then I decided not to anyway, because it just went. It was a bit too much of a hassle, to be quite honest. That's the thing. It is time consuming, And that's the thing worldwide, is how much time have you got when you get back from work to do the different, go do a video for each one, and at least one a week. So you're going to be, right, what's the subject going to be this week? Or where am I going to go out and do some videoing? Yes, we do have a fly, and it's getting really bloody annoying, Michael. I'm gonna turn the light on in there. We're gonna close because I think we need to finish. It's pissing me off, that fly. Perhaps join 2 into 1. Keep paranormal as one main one. Yeah. The whole idea. I mean, the other one's sport, so I can't really join the other two. So paranormal had to be the one to be joined with tarot. But if anybody's listening and thinking, shall we join him? Shall we subscribe? Absolutely, we do. We're starting to increase the paranormal stuff. We've just released the video on a rather dull video. Like, we do real paranormal, so we didn't get much in the crystal ballroom, not really. And then we did the Playboy Towers, didn't we? Jesus, I wish I'd not gone up there. The title is absolutely true. We went up to Playboy Towers. God, did we wish we'd not gone up there. That was as haunted as shit up there, wasn't it? Never had something quite so quite so horrific. I was like, it started off so noisy. It didn't build up like most people. The activity there just went mad straight from minute 1, and it was like, okay, shit. Dear Care Bear. What did Care Bear say above there then? Hang on, I'll go find out what Care Bear said before. So that's the best. Oh, hang on. I'm following the subject back now. Even better when you find something. Oh, right, yeah, okay. Care Bear, right, John. I'm just like these are the things that the things I like here. I am like it or leave it. And that's where I'm from. Middle England, where Yorkshire, and basically you take it or leave it. This is what I am. Black's black, white's white, grey's doesn't exist. You're one or the other. You like it or you don't. If you do, great. If you don't, fuck off. We're as blunt as shit as well. And that's what we are. Absolutely. Hopefully you do like it and you stay and you enjoy it and you come back, and hopefully that fly doesn't come back because it's annoying. I've done nothing on lizard for ages. I heard you. We went to lizard right at the beginning when you first came on. That's the only thing I know about it. We first visited it when you first came on here, mentioned it. It does look a nice camera, doesn't it, Sierra? It does. We may have to start thinking about this a little bit more concerted, because I know the camera I got cost about £1,500 or £1,400, but a good one would be. I'd like to night vision as well. Okay, I just wondering why, if I saw it. Yeah, you did see it. It's getting annoying, Michael. Hopefully I've locked it out into in there. I'm just hoping it's not going to come back in. So, are we being Gemini? Ooh, Care Bear, being Gemini, we have a lot of interests. Yes, yeah, I'm a Gemini, absolutely. As you know, we only had a birthday, didn't we? Twin personality. I do have a twin personality, absolutely. Jenny, I'm in an area with lots of paranormal activity, but I can never get anything. There's a lot of ghost stories from our visitors, though. Yeah, how about locked off cameras? Yeah, you can get lots of cheap cameras now and think, well, yeah, if we put one somewhere out of the way while nobody's there, try it, just try it, and then go back in a day's time and hopefully it's still there. If it's one of these really cheap ones, you don't really mind you don't mind too much if somebody steals it, but you hope it does. Put it somewhere where it can't be seen, and tape it down if you want, and just leave it as a locked off overnight. Bang, have a look. That's what I'd say. Just put a locked off camera in there and go home, and see what you get in the morning. Great idea to do it. Get one of those electric rack. Oh, yeah, we've got one. Wait on. I have. I've got one. I killed too many though. It started working again now. The battery stopped working. I was right, that's it. You're dead in a minute. And dear, I need to do another singing short. Ooh. Actually, have you seen Care Bear's singing video? Oh my God! I didn't realise Care Bear could sing so well. Everybody, have a look at Care Bear's short. She sing? My God, she can sing. And we thought Barry could sing. Care Bear's like, whoa, out of this. She is, isn't she, Barry? Even Barry agrees Care Bear is 10 times better than he is. It's quite a cult classic. Prices seem to be... Yeah, you've obviously looked into it, and I need to have a look at what's out there, because... you can't get them in shops. You've got to get them online. Oh, the fucking flies got back in here. Come back here, you little shit. Right. Anyway, we're gonna call it Shy Spirits. Actually, I think a lot of don't you realise a lot of time when you see spirits and you think, oh, they're around, and then you try and get them and they disappear. In the hotel where we got lots of activity, I kept saying, why do you keep moving behind us? Because every time we're going somewhere, the noise is behind us, and then we'd go over there and the noise was back where we'd come from. So I understand what Jenny's saying. It was like, we're not there. We're facing that way. You're banging behind us. So we turn round, they bang behind us. So we've faced... yeah, it's really... Whack it. I will whack it in a minute. Duck. Yeah, exactly. Fucking duck. It's flying everywhere. It's getting really annoying. I'm going to turn all the lights out and the lights on in the outhouse, and it's going to go in there. So, small monster might tits. Oh yeah, yeah. Have you ever had it worldwide where you sort of you're laying there in bed, everything's dark, and all of a sudden you feel something go whoosh, and then you hear it, and you think, and then you hear it again. Oh fucking hell! There's a moth in here somewhere. And you're like, and it's like, oh dear, it's so annoying, isn't it? Especially at night. Anyway, thank you everybody. Thank you everybody. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it. Hopefully you really did like that. Look, I enjoyed it anyway, and it's been absolutely wonderful. I didn't expect to be quite saying we were getting so many. I didn't think we'd quite get 500 straight away, but
Ow! Barry, we're on 500, Barry. Wow. What do you think, Barry? That's great, John. Oh wow, Barry! Thank you very much.
so hopefully you all enjoyed that one. that gave Barry a really that gave Barry a really good chuckle. He was laughing his head off. Yeah, who's giving me a bug? Jenny's giving me. I hate bugs. Oh, they're horrible, aren't they? Especially at night when they're flying around your head. So thank you very much. Thank you all. You're about 20 seconds behind because I know that because that's what Streamlabs sets it to. So, did you see my question, John? Is my great nan or family member here? Oh no, I didn't. No. Sierra wanted a question. Sarah gave us a question, Barry. Apparently Barry saw it. Why don't you tell me then? I can bloody tell you seeing it. I didn't. That's a great photo, by the way. I'm not giving you a card read. I'm just using him to gather the energy. Although we could do. Nan. Great nan. Or family member. I'm just trying to. I can't get anybody at the minute. No, I'm not getting anything. Anything, Sarah. Not at all. No, not getting anything. No, don't seem to get in anything. I know you didn't tell me that, but no, absolutely nothing, Sierra. Not today. Ask me again next week. Next time. Where are we on next time? What day are we on? Friday. We're on Sunday night and then Sunday. Sunday night, America time, and then Monday evening UK time. So no. The quick answer is no, Sierra. Not getting anything. Not getting anything here. Not at all. Not even getting a whisper. I'm getting a bit of hot. I'm getting suddenly flushed when I asked about them, but that's all I'm getting. All I got was a quick flush of hot air. Don't know. Not at the minute. We'll try again next week. Try again next time we're on. So, unfortunately, we failed on Sierra's. I might do something on the side later, so I'll email you if I get anything. So, thank you for everybody. Thank you for giving us 502 subscribers. Hopefully, we're still at 502. It's been a great night. I've enjoyed it. Hopefully, you have. And again, we will be back again on Sunday early evening America time, and then we'll be on Monday evening 6:30 UK time. That's Monday morning America time, and then we'll be back again on Wednesday and Friday UK time in the evening. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it as much as I did, and yeah, it's been good fun. Hot flush. Like Sierra asked that question. Oh, I got a bloody hot flushes. So have a nice time. Barry says thank you very much. He says he hoped you enjoyed my video. I think it was my video, Barry. The little, the little Yeah, we're on 500 video. He's claiming responsibility for it now. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it. And do have a look at the first 20 seconds again if you want, because the first 20 seconds of this video, it took me a lot of time to write that paragraph, and I thought that was a good start, but it was from the heart, and there's certain bits in it that are a little bit tearful, but I did manage to do it. Do go back if you have 20 seconds just to look at the start of this live stream again. I thought it was quite good, and yeah, it had more meaning in the words than you think. Thank you very much, and once again, what do we say? It's goodbye from him, it's goodbye from me. And believe it or not, even though we did get frightened out of our fucking skins in the Playboy Towers, ghosts don't bite. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again in the next live stream. Thank you for